You're listening to The Breakfast Show with Ben and Liam. They're on your radio, and that's why you can't see them. So stay for a while, they're gonna make you smile. And whatever you do, don't touch that dial. You're feeling fine, waking up to the sunshine with Ben and Liam.
How is this story, Liam? The headline is, schoolboy loses both his nipples after classroom dare involving 2 cans of Lynx Africa.
I mean, I know that kid's not going to have nipples for the rest of his life, but he is going to be a legend in the schoolyard, you know what I mean? The guy, they said, hey, we dare you to take your nipples off, and he did it.
The more I read the story, the funnier I found it got. The 15-year-old schoolboy was dared by a friend while on the way to their next lesson, so they were transitioning from, like, maths
Which
to
is
English.
where a lot of the dares happen in the schoolyard.
Yeah, so he's on the way to the next lesson and accidentally froze his nipples off. Apparently he had 2 cans. Him and his friend both had a can each, and he did 1 can per nipple.
Oh my God, sorry. The images just come up on the screen here.
Oh, you can see it?
That is heinous.
Yeah, so like he's still got the areola, but he's missing the actual. It's smooth. There's no lump. It's totally smooth.
Frosty. It's a frosty, right?
Yeah, it's a
like
frosty,
when you spray your deodorant really close to your body.
Yep.
Obviously, don't do that.
Yep.
I say don't condone that because I'm pretty sure in the early days of this show you gave me a frosty
On air.
There was
a
few complaints about
there
that.
There was, yeah. So don't do frosties. But immediately, this is all from the article, by the way, I'm not making this up. Immediately afterwards, someone flicked his nipples, causing them to pop off.
Imagine how angry your mum would be coming over to school. You know when you get like texture on some of your stuff? He's come over to school. Oh, Max flicked them off before maths. Well, I don't know why I did it.
This is a direct quote, so this is in quotation marks. This is what the kid said. It was fine. It was all fine. Then the boy who was freezing my nipples, he flicked them, and that's when they came off.
Just got his nipples flicked off. What do you do? Do you still go to the next lesson after that?
Yeah, he then said, I went to my next lesson as if nothing had happened. He then said, although I urge people to be cautious, if they decide to copy me, I have no regrets, and I would do it again if I could go back in time.
Rock and roll, man. Yeah, no regrets.
What an
I like
idiot.
how he didn't even go to the sick bay.
No, he didn't.
He got his own nipples flicked off.
It is a wild schoolyard injury, and that's what we want to talk about on 13-24-10.
So, you didn't have glasses growing up, did you?
No.
And I did. Weirdly, like in like junior school, I did, and then I grew out of them, and then you grew into them. So I'm going, my eyes are going the right way. But yeah, I remember a kid, like an older kid, just absolutely booted a footy into my face, and my glasses shattered on my face. Very, very hard to look cool after that. After your own glasses break on your face.
13-24-10. That is the number. What was your schoolyard injury? Joined by Linda. What was your schoolyard injury?
Hey, it wasn't me. It was actually my son when he was in year 4. He's 19 now. I wasn't supposed to take any Pokemon cards to school, but got busted doing a trade, and while he was running away, broke his ankle.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, because the fuzz were onto him.
So while he was running, just for no real reason, just kind of like landed on it wrong and twisted the ankle and broke it.
Tripped over, broke the ankle, and that was a 6-week punishment for taking the Pokemon cards to school.
Jeez, you'd feel so sorry for the teacher as well. They were so scared of you, they sprinted away and broke their ankle.
At least he got the deal done by the sound.
Well, that's it.
Dana joins us now. What was your schoolyard injury?
Hi, my daughter Lexi got bitten by a rat in the playground.
As in, like another kid that you hate and you call a little rat, or like an actual rat?
Well, an actual rat. The school called me, and the office lady told me, and I'm like, what? What was that? They're like, she's okay, but she had a dying rat, a half-dying rat, on the oval, and it bit her on the finger. Yeah,
surely you're getting some school fees shaved off the later part of that year, hey, if there's a dying rat in the playground.
It's so hard as well with your kid, because they're obviously like pure at heart because they're patting a dying rat.
She's helping the rat.
Don't pat rats.
But you never get near a rat. She obviously learned a lesson of life that day.
Yeah. Well, Dana, thank you very much for sharing your story. You are in the draw for Nova's cash car and a star just for getting on air. Liam, I've been a bad radio husband these past few weeks.
You really have been.
Last week, a psychic told us that our relationship was going to end this year. So you hired a marriage counsellor to try and fix some issues. It was pretty successful, I think.
Well, I mean, you didn't take it seriously, but yeah, I think definitely made me come to a few realizations. And then obviously we celebrated our 9 years at the start of the week.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I celebrated it. I bought you Scotty Cameron Newport 2, one of the best golf clubs on the market.
An amazing putter.
And I mean, what was I met with? Nothing, because you completely forgot about the date altogether.
But
9 years. Have I wasted 9 years of my life?
I, as a good radio husband, I vowed to you, Liam, that I would make it better.
You did. You did say
I
that.
vowed to you. I said, before the end of the week, I will make it up to you and I will get you a gift.
And I've been sort of like, it's been in my head a lot. Like I've been opening doors going, looking for is there a present under there, or is there going to be something on my doormat?
Yep.
I've gone in the garage. Has he got me a new car with one of those big bows on it? No, nothing so far, nothing.
What I got you was better than that.
Wow. Okay.
Do you remember in the moment what I said to you? In the moment I was like, I'll just do this.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Wow. Because it involved...
Oh, yeah. No, you said you'd get me a Liverpool player.
I said I'd get you a Liverpool player.
Yeah. Because that's my favourite team from the English Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, how good would that be?
I mean, past or present, it's something incredible, yeah.
Would you like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that live in Australia, I mean.
Yeah. What about, probably bigger ones overseas, yeah?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, Steven Gerrard's, probably my all-time favourite, but he's pretty busy at the moment. He coaches Aston Villa now.
Yep.
Yeah, but I would take anyone. If you could get Trent Alexander-Arnold, that would be...
Yeah.
That'd be real good. Best right back in the world.
Yeah. Anyone else come to mind? When you think big
Fernando
stars.
Torres in 09 was unstoppable.
Torres, who else comes to mind?
Robbie Fowler.
Yep.
Really?
Have a look at that screen.
I've just seen the screen. It's Robbie Fowler on Cameo. That is huge if this is the case.
He has left you a message for our 9-year anniversary.
My God!
Check it out.
Liam, how you doing, pal? Robbie Fowler here, mate. I know you're a big Liverpool fan. I believe Ben forgot your 9-year anniversary, mate. So Ben's been in touch and he's asked me to apologise on his behalf. I think he's going to apologise anyway, but he just wants you to know that he loves you and is really, really sorry. We as Liverpool fans, you'll never walk alone. I think Ben has forgotten that, so he's obviously not a Liverpool fan, is he? But look, you take care, buddy. What I should say is 9 years as radio hosts as well, by the way. So listen, you both take care, especially you, Liam. Obviously, because Ben is an absolute buffoon who's forgot the 9-year anniversary. Take care, buddy, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, my God!
It's Robbie Fowler.
Oh! That is actually an amazing gift. That is huge.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you so much. You're an absolute buffoon for forgetting that anniversary. That's huge. I can't believe that.
I'm glad you liked it.
Ben, we've got a new guy at work, producer Andy. G'day, Andy. And producer Andy put a very innocent plug-in on producer Belle's Google Chrome earlier in the week, which sort of bypasses paywalls on articles. It's pretty standard stuff, really. And
it's just a little bit illegal.
Yeah, it's you probably shouldn't be doing it, but no one's going to.
It's only a couple of dollars.
Yeah. I mean, it's killing print media. Or whatever, but I mean, it's mostly lies anyway.
Sorry on the way out.
Yeah, that's it. But she was freaking out. She was acting like we'd hacked the CIA on her computer. And she was really stressing about it. So after the show yesterday, Ben, what we wanted to do is test Belle's loyalty a little bit. So we got the head of Nova Tech, a guy called Luke McHugh, to call Belle and ask her some tough questions about some of the plugins she had on her work computer. And we wanted to see if she would be loyal to us and the team and just deny.
Yep.
Which is what you got to do out in the streets. Or would she just throw the new guy Andy under the bus straight away?
I think she did exactly what I thought she would do.
Yeah. Have a listen to how the call went.
Hello, Belle speaking.
Belle, it's Luke. How are you?
Oh, hey, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. How's your Christmas?
Yeah, nice, thanks.
I have a weird thing I'm calling you about, and don't freak out. I need to check a couple of things with you.
Yeah.
Have you read the computer usage policy that we have at Nova?
Why?
Apparently, it's been flagged. We've got a security team that is part of the BST. That there's been some extension put on your computer. It bypasses all the pain, like the paywall bypass.
Yeah, Andy did that for me because he has it on his.
Andy from Sydney?
No, EP, Andy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be able to install anything like that because that's literally fraudulent, and we're going to have to take it off pretty quick smart because...
Oh, that's fine. We only did it so I could read an article that Ben sent that I couldn't read because we had to pay.
Do you know what website it was on?
It was a newspaper. It's like The Guardian or something like that.
Yeah, right. Oh, because it's like it's essentially stealing. It's the first time we've ever had it flagged, and I was shocked for starters.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sorry, I didn't know. He was just like, "Oh, look, you can do this," and I was like, "Cool, thanks."
Shame, shame, shame,
Belle, shame.
Oh, threw Andy under the bus as soon as she got the first chance.
We can no longer trust you.
Well, because I thought, I don't know
Oh, thank you, Luke, for helping us out on that one.
You guys are horrible.
No, mate, no.
I'll tell you what.
We had to find out if there was a rat, and she certainly is a rat.
You didn't even have to work it like a piece of beef. I mean, you barely slipped into bad cop. You asked the question straight out. She just rolled over straight away. We would be getting life prison sentences if this was real right now.
I don't know. Oh, my God, I'm sorry. I don't know. I thought maybe because Andy did it that it was fine because I just said, I don't know, he's got it on his computer. So
If
it's
Belle,
fine.
if we were in a gang right now, you would disappear. Just know that. You count your lucky stars that this is just FM radio.
Oh, my God.
All right, Belle.
I thought you were going to say I was looking up porn or
That's
something.
okay.
That was the next place you were going.
Yeah. Well, remember your breathing exercises. Calm down, Belle. We're sorry for putting you under the pressure all the time.
I feel so bad.
But seriously, we should probably be careful because if the Guardian do find out we've been reading their articles for free, we might be in a little bit of trouble.
Heavens forbid.
Mate, the atmosphere was electric as Nick Kyrgios and Thanasi Kokkinakis continued their dominant Oz Open double run, but one young fan in the crowd yesterday got a little more than he bargained for when he was hit by a stray ball that Kyrgios absolutely smashed into the stands.
Let for service.
One for the fans, although I think that may have hit someone incredibly hard.
It was a kid.
There is a young fan who's just copped the full force of that and wasn't expecting it to come.
That was young Finn. He joins us now with his mum, Fiona. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Finn, the first question is, are you all good? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm feeling a lot better now.
Okay, so did it hit you in the belly? Is that where it got you?
Yeah.
And did it hurt?
Yeah, but I'm glad that it wasn't going any faster.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He probably could serve it a little faster as well. Did you even see it coming, Finn, or before you knew it, were you just wincing in pain?
I couldn't see it coming.
Yeah. And did you get to speak to Nick Kyrgios after the game? Because we saw he gave you his racket. That's pretty cool.
No. He just signed it.
Yeah, right. Still pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than a tennis ball in the guts and nothing, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Fiona, do you think young Finn's going to play with the racket, or is he going to keep it as a souvenir or sell it on eBay?
I think maybe he might keep it as a souvenir.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right.
And Finn, who is your favourite tennis player out of all of them? Who's your favourite?
I like all of them, but Nick Kyrgios and Roger Federer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, even after he served that ball into you, he's still one of your favourites.
Yeah.
Finn, do you think that you're done with watching the tennis live, or are you going to watch it live again?
I'm going to watch it live again.
Yeah, right. Are you going to go again soon?
Yeah.
When are you going to watch it next?
I'm going today.
You're going today?
Mate, well, make sure you put a helmet on. Geez, you're right back into the war zone. Good on you. So after it's all said and done, Finn, do you wish it never happened? Do you wish you never got that tennis ball served into your guts by Nick Kyrgios at the age of 9 years old? Or are you glad that you got hit because a little pain, but you got the signed racket, and now you're a celebrity. Now you're the talk of the country.
I'm glad that I stayed that seat.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully someone serves it into you again today, because that'll go global, 100%.
No, Finn, mate, you're an absolute champion. And Fiona, your mum, thank you very much for joining us this morning, and enjoy your day at the tennis.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
No worries. Take it easy, guys. You are on Nova.
every Monday, a trivial dispute is a bigger argument about something small.
Yeah, we always love getting them on the radio to air out your grievances.
Mine's with my fiancée, Sarah. She always calls through for like the most random things. So I would call a Thai restaurant to order a meal, pizza shop, Indian, any of those to say, yeah, when's that going to be ready? 15, 20 minutes. I wouldn't call ahead for sushi, for example.
What do you mean?
Or, a place that does juice.
What do you mean?
She calls places to place orders, but spots where you wouldn't do it.
Right.
So, for example, over the weekend, she called a food court juice shop and said, "Hi, I'd like to pick a juice up in 20 minutes." And then we were driving through and she got me to come out of the car and get it. And I think when I went into the food court, I saw a tumbleweed go past because of COVID.
That's psychopathic.
The woman behind the counter was sending a text because obviously she had no customers. And then thank God I got to beat all the lines and pick up this juice. And we were both almost laughing because she was like, surely this is the first time that's ever happened to her.
That's so weird. Even to be honest, even you calling ahead to an Indian restaurant to me is weird. Like
if you're going to do you just do Uber Eats. That's it.
Or Deliveroo.
Fair. You don't need to do any of that stuff for the juice.
Of course not.
Like calling ahead seems like, look, I've got a very high profile client coming in within the next 20 minutes. They're going to need their juice faster than most other people.
See, I think it's worse if you call ahead because then she's not going to wait 19 minutes and then make your juice.
No,
She's
the
make
juice
it
has been sitting there.
and it's sitting there.
Yeah, meanwhile your paper straw has absolutely melted. There's nothing left of it.
Well, look, that is a trivial dispute.
13 24 10, your trivial dispute. A big argument about something small. Give Ben and I a buzz and you will be in the draw for Nova's cash, car and a star. Laura joins us now. What's your trivial dispute?
It's got to be scone, jam and cream. My partner insists on putting the cream on the bottom and the jam on the top.
Oh.
And it's just so wrong. It just looks wrong.
Liam and I have had a friend who has also debated this to the death, but I strongly disagree that putting cream on first is the right move.
Because then the jam's just going to
because what happens though is you put the cream on the scone first, but then when you put the jam on, because it is thicker, you're just going to push all that cream.
You know what I do,
edges.
Laura? I don't know if you'll like this, but you have a scone, right? You cut it in half. I put jam on one side and cream on the other side and go and stick it together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like that? Is that okay?
The Queen can't be wrong. I don't think that's how the Queen does it.
Oh, okay. So you know how the Queen does it?
Yeah. I've Googled it for my partner.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And does the Queen obviously does it jam then cream?
It's jam first because then you can do the little fancy twirls, with the pipettes on top. So you get a fancy looking cream and stuff. You can't do that with a jam.
I think we know this, but obviously the Queen isn't, creaming her own scones, is she? She's never creamed a scone. She's got someone who does that for her. They'd have a palace creamer.
Yeah. Jordan joins us now. What is your trivial dispute?
My trivial dispute is that the girlfriend and I argue about when to get dry after a shower.
Okay, so does she think you should start the process in the shower?
Yeah, she thinks you do the whole process in the shower.
Oh, what, with the towel as well?
Yep.
You don't?
Nah, because then when the towel's flapping around when you're drying yourself, it'll be hitting the walls and getting residual water.
Look, it's actually a smarter way of doing it, but it's not how you do it.
No, I reckon the right process, Jordan, correct me if I'm wrong, but it'd be you turn the shower off, you stand there for probably 20 seconds, maybe 15, drip dry a little bit, then you step out onto the mat, and then you dry yourself on the mat, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I get on all fours and I get my partner to blow dry me like a dog. Ben, the whole country is talking about Special K. Not the cereal, that's kind of had its day, but the Special K boys.
I think it's still around though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's the most popular of cereals. I reckon around early 2000s, my mum was absolutely loving the stuff.
Yeah.
But now, just have some toast. But yeah, I'm talking about Kyrgios and Kokkinakis. Okay, they're dominating the Australian Open and doing it in style. They play this afternoon. Let's see how the Kokkinakis family are feeling going into the big semi-final. We're joined now by Christina Kokkinakis, Thanasi's sister. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
No worries at all. So, what are you making of the new dream team, Nick Kyrgios and Thanasi tearing it up together? You're enjoying it?
It's pretty nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think it's my brother and I were out there on Sunday and we looked around and we're like, are these people actually cheering for our youngest brother? Do people know what he's actually like? He's such a goof.
You've obviously seen Thanasi play tennis a million times before, but has it ever looked to you like he's had this much fun?
No. I think, and also tennis is quite an individual sport, and I think having someone to bounce off on the court's been really, really nice for him. Him and Nick have been mates for ages, and he loves the crowd. So I think the combination of both of those things mean that, he's having the time of his life out there.
Some of the more traditional heads in tennis are complaining, carrying on a little bit, that, Nick and Thanasi are revving up the crowds too much, getting a little rowdy on court, getting a bit upset about it. But what do you think about it all?
I mean, at the end of the day, tennis is entertainment, right? Any sport's entertainment. I think what the boys have been able to do is bring people along and kind of engage them. And make it into a bit of a show. So, I mean, with all due respect, you don't want to be disrespecting opponents or umpires or anything like that. But I think if you're having some fun and mixing it up, I think the crowd, they've got a way of making the crowd feel like they're involved in the game and contributing to success, which is really special. So, I mean, without disrespecting anyone, I think we're okay. I think they're doing a good job.
Oh, 100%. What do Mum and Dad think watching it?
Dad, they enjoy it. They enjoy it, definitely. My dad's your typical tennis dad, so, he kind of cringes in his seat a little bit at times. But, I mean, seeing your son out there kind of smiling and cheering and stuff after the couple of years he's had is really special. So, they're loving it.
Yeah, I love that. They're getting revved up as well. Your dad's getting up doing the
I did see Mum in a Mexican wave, and I was like,
yeah. Mama Kokkinakis getting into it.
I guess, Christina, the big question here is, do you think they can win the whole thing? Can they go the whole way?
Oh, I mean, they've surprised me up until now, so why not? So today's going to be a great atmosphere because they're opening up Rod Laver to ground pass. So it means anyone can come in. They've increased the capacity of Rod Laver. So I think definitely with the crowd behind them, I think they've definitely got a shot.
Well, Christina, all the best. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be tuning in at 2 p.m. to watch them. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Anytime. You're on Nova. Liam, this year, for the third year in a row, you've started a weight loss journey.
Yeah, well, I'm just sort of, trying to get fit, start of the year, that sort of thing. I wouldn't say it's like a weight loss journey. It makes it sound like I'm a Biggest Loser contestant.
It's a journey. It's a journey you failed 3 times. This is the third year.
Or is it the same journey? Am I still on the same path? And
maybe.
There's just like lots of ups and downs to the story.
That could be true. Look,
the ups and downs being my weight.
The difference with this journey is, though, you're getting PT lessons. Yeah. And I also made you, on this radio show, read aloud a pledge that you wouldn't eat any more fast food.
If you work in a KFC, Macca's, HJ's, Subway, or Porto's, I do like their little mooses, a Euros on the side of the road, I need your promise not to serve me when I come to you. No matter how much I beg and plead with you, even if I promise to do anything you want, and I mean anything.
So that was the pledge you made on there?
Yeah, I remember the pledge,
How's it been going?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Has it?
I think it's been pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because I put like a bit of a fail safe in here because I was a bit worried, third year in a row, you're going to fail this. So not only did I make you make the pledge, I also said if anyone out and about spots you eating fast food, I would like them to take a photo of you. Don't approach you. Just take a photo from afar.
Don't startle me.
And send it to me for a cash reward. Okay. So if you see Liam in any fast food outlet, take a photo, send a DM to the Ben and Liam Instagram account, and you will receive an unspecified cash amount, like $100 or something like that.
I think you said 500 last week, so it feels like someone's done it and then you've shaved 400 off.
I don't remember saying 500. I just remember saying there'd be a cash reward.
Look, I reckon if you check the podcast, he said 500.
Now, guess what came across my desk over the weekend?
Don't act like you've got a desk that you're at over the weekend, like you're some sort of big city cop.
There was a DM from Jess, who joins us now. Can you please tell the photo that you captured on Sunday, I believe?
I caught Liam in the city with a big bag of grills.
I've just seen the photo there on the screen. The question is that me? This is what we have to ask ourselves. I mean, yes, that guy's wearing Birkenstocks.
Pretty frumpy.
That shirt is a bit small for him.
It's a pretty big bag, isn't it, Jess? Like, it looks like it's got a fair bit of food in there.
It's pretty big, yeah. You can't get away with that one.
Yeah. What'd you get, mate? What'd you order?
Jess, okay, look, you've got me. I am doing a bit of work for Uber Eats this year. I found it's a good way to keep fit. You get on the bike, I go around and deliver.
But that's not in a delivery bag, man. That's just in a regular takeaway bag.
I've just seen that.
Yeah.
haven't I?
So I think you've been caught out, Liam.
Okay, yeah, I did have a little bit of grilled. I had a little bit of grilled yesterday, but doesn't really count, right? Because grilled's healthy.
No, it does count.
Grilled, no, Jess.
No, it
grilled's
does.
healthy burgers.
Jess, you can decide. Does it count or does it not count?
No, you've been caught out.
Yeah, you
Definitely
have.
been caught out.
And Jess, just because you've caught him out, you get $100. How good's that?
Thank you so much, boys.
No worries.
Hey,
Thank you.
Originally, you promised 500, Jess, and we both. And I know you know that's the case. I feel like you're a little bit. It's like Spider-Man.
I mean,
like,
my memory's pretty hazy, Jess. What about yours?
Look, I'll cop it.
Okay,
Right.
you still got $100. That's pretty
You're
good.
like that Jonah Jameson guy in Spider-Man. Pictures from the Spider-Man. You're like, no, these are crap. Not going to use these.
Thank you very much, Jess.
Imagine this. For 3 different reasons, you've missed 3 different Adele gigs that you've had tickets for. You'd feel like the most unlucky Adele fan in the world. That's until the Queen herself FaceTimes you. It's what happened to Eleni, who joins us now from New York. Good morning.
Hello.
So let's go back before the FaceTime call. Can you tell us about the 3 times you had Adele tickets and it fell through?
Yeah, so basically I originally tried to see her in New York, and then those were fake tickets. But nobody feels bad for you when you get fake tickets.
It's so
They're
true.
Like, that's kind of like your own fault. Like,
Yeah.
you kind of did that to yourself.
Yeah.
So then she finished her U.S. tour, so I bought tickets to go see her in London and flew all the way to London. I pulled out all the stops. I made these shirts that said, I love Adele, like Adele loves Beyonce.
Yeah.
I made one for my brother that says, my sister loves Adele, like Adele loves Beyonce.
Wow.
Because I was going to be really close to her, and she's known for pulling people on stage.
Yeah,
So I was like, this is my chance. She's going to see me, and this is going to be it. It's going to be my moment.
Yeah.
And so, I was very prepared. And then I went to bed and because I was in London, and I guess she announced while I was asleep and everyone in America was awake, that she had canceled. So I woke up and I had hundreds of text messages from all my friends and family being like, we're so sorry, our condolences. And I'm like, who died? What is going on here? And then I found out that she canceled because everybody knew at this point about my Adele song.
Right, so it was your dreams that had died.
Yes, my dreams had died.
And then
exactly right.
Most recently, Eleni, we know that Adele's had to postpone her Las Vegas residency. You had tickets to that as well. So run us through. So
Yes.
that's 3 shows you've been meaning to see, and then you haven't seen her. How did you go from that to a FaceTime with one of the biggest artists on the earth, Adele?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I posted that video kind of just because at this point it's so tragic that it's funny.
Yeah,
I was like, we can't all laugh about this, and what's the fun? So I posted not thinking anything of it. It was kind of more for my friends and family who had been with me on this journey and who needed the update. And then it just kind of blew up. So she had been I saw on Twitter somewhere to go to her store outside the Coliseum. And that there would be a free gift. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get a free T-shirt. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I got to go get that free mug and magnet. I went there and I was in the shirt, and I was being recognized from the TikTok in the shirt.
Yeah.
And all these people were coming up to me and taking pictures with me. Next to Adele, I was the second most famous person. in the store. Someone from her team came up to me and was like, are you the girl from the TikTok? And I was like, yes, that's me. She's like, we've been looking for you. We couldn't find you. And I'm like, really? I'm very much around. I'm very approachable. And so then they were I went up to them, and I know that she's been getting a lot of negative press about it. And I was like, I just hope that the TikTok was received well. I'm not mad. I hope that it was in the fun tone, not kind of me angry, because I know some people were, but I'm not angry. I'm just well, it's life.
Yeah.
Doesn't this happen to everybody? And then she was like, oh, we loved it. And you know who else loved it? She turned the phone around, and Adele was on the FaceTime.
No.
And, yeah, it was wild. I was so taken off guard. I was like, oh my God. And immediately when I was with my brother, immediately when she turned the phone around, I go to my brother, start recording.
That is an unreal story.
Yeah.
What would you rather? Would you rather have seen Adele live or had the one-on-one FaceTime?
Oh no, this FaceTime, Adele canceling her show ended up being the best thing to ever happen to me. So it actually worked out for the best.
And now you're on the radio in Australia, hey?
I know, dreams really do come true. Next to meeting Adele, being on this radio station was my second biggest dream in the world.
Well, look, Eleni, I do actually have a club. It's called the Adele Boys Club. A lot of sort of young men who are sensitive and love Adele. Yeah, and look, we actually haven't had a female entrant in the group yet, but more than willing to have you in the ABC if you want to join the annual meetings.
Oh, I'm there.
Well, you're in, Lenny. I'll send you your PIN.
Amazing. Thank you.
No, I mean like a PIN, like a badge. Don't give us your PIN number because I know you have been scammed in the past online, and we wouldn't do that to you.
Lenny, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Ben, it's come to my attention lately that I may be doing something wrong in the bathroom. Personal question for you. When you're wiping, do you sit or stand?
Well, I sit. Like a normal person.
Okay. Because I stand.
That is so weird.
You just get more leverage that way, I find.
What do you mean you get more leverage?
I don't know. I've just always done it that way. I just don't know.
How can I put this delicately, Liam? When you stand up, the shop closes.
What if I'm keeping the shop open whilst I'm standing up?
How are you keeping the shop open?
Let's not get into it.
Because you can't close.
Yeah. But what I would say is that when you're sitting down, the shop is open, but there's very narrow roads leading to the shop, and there's a lot of traffic along the way, and you wouldn't want to have a prang on your way out, would you?
Liam, I totally agree with you.
Would you get what I mean?
I totally agree.
So that's what I've always thought.
Here's the thing, though. Once you know the roads to take, it's much more effective.
But what if you're wearing like long clothing or something like that? You know,
What do you
like
mean?
I don't
What's
know.
that got to
Like,
do with
I don't know. I don't know.
You seem a bit unsure.
Yeah, because I feel a bit weird. It's just one of these
That's
things.
a weird method.
It feels like quite personal, but I wouldn't mind doing a bit of a snap poll just to find out if I'm completely alone here. I didn't even think it was that weird until I saw a meme saying it was the worst thing ever. Like people who do that, like, you know, are freaks. And I was like, oh my God, that's me. Like, I do that.
Why don't we find out? Do you stand or do you sit? 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. Brittany, what do you do?
Definitely sit. Never crossed my mind to stand.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, you should try it sometime. Tony, sit or stand?
I've actually been converted, mate. When I was growing up, I was standing, and then I got a wife or partner, and I didn't want her walking in on me while I was standing, so I was just converted to sitting.
And is it better?
I think it's better to stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get more. There's more access. There's more access.
Just for the sake of the poll, mate, are you voting for sit or are you voting for stand?
Go for stand, man.
I'm voting stand.
Good.
Thanks.
Even though you're
Thanks,
sitting.
Tony. No, we need the numbers. We need the numbers. We need everything we can get.
Belinda, sit or stand?
Hi, Ben and Liam. I half and half.
What do you mean? A deep squat?
Well, it's more like a stand, I would say.
So there's more. Would you say there's more pressure in your feet or on your thighs?
On my feet.
Okay,
that's a stand.
It's technically a stand.
Scott, sit or stand?
What a bunch of weirdos. You've got to sit down.
Yeah, you got to sit.
Yeah, I mean, well, David, we don't need it. It's
Doesn't
done.
even matter.
It's done. It's done now. Why don't we do this? We get a microphone. We both try each other's method, and tomorrow we play the results.
I don't
know if that'll float.
Will let us do that.
Then a woman on TikTok has sparked an interesting debate on relationship boundaries after she filmed her husband scrolling through photos of another woman on his phone. So they've got like one of those 2-story houses where there's like a balcony on the inside.
Yeah.
And he's on the couch just having a bit of a perv, and she's sort of filming him.
Oh.
She's sprung him. She's put that on TikTok.
You've always got to do a 360.
That's it. Make sure the coast is clear. Sometimes I send a drone up, sort of covering all angles.
Then again, because she's in the loft, maybe he did do a quick 360 when I'm all clear, but he didn't check check up high.
Didn't check the peripheries. Yeah. No, well, if you want to be having a bit of a perv, you got to be Jason Bourne. You got to check all the exits. You know, you got to make sure you can't be sprung.
Yeah.
Well, she's claimed it's cheating, but it's not though, is it?
Definitely not cheating.
Like, I think, obviously if you like, I wouldn't like someone's photos or message them or anything like that. But if it comes up in your feed and they've posted it, it's just in your, that's just...
You'd be wrong not to look.
That's just there.
Yeah.
That's there to have, you're just scrolling through.
Yeah, I think so. I think, it's definitely not cheating. I mean, I'm sure it's not filling the wife with a bunch of self-confidence.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
But having said that, I don't think it's cheating.
Yeah, producer Belle, what do you think? Like, so this man, he's looking at some photos of another woman, like just on a Facebook.
Or women.
You don't need to keep going. It's cheating.
What?
You think that's cheating?
Yeah, it's a form of cheating.
Why is that a form of cheating?
I think if it's someone that's attainable, like say if he's looking up a girl that's like in his life.
Yes.
And he's...
But is he looking it up or is it just in the feed?
Okay, Liam, how does it just get in the feed? It has to know. It has to fall into your feed.
The algorithm knows
the algorithm
what he wants to see.
Yes.
That's not his fault. It's in the feed.
To be honest, though, that'd be a hard argument to have, though, being like, it was in my feed, and they're going, the algorithm wouldn't have given it to you if Facebook didn't know that you're a big creep.
If you're just looking up golf videos, it's not just going to go, hey, here's a hot chick.
But that seems extreme to say that that's just cheating. If
It's
you're
a form of
looking
cheating.
right.
I mean,
okay, so you said if they're attainable. What if they're not attainable? What if it's M, Radatowski?
Ben's pretending he doesn't know her name. It's the longest word he knows how to spell.
No, see, that's fine because, like, that's never going to happen.
That's the most warped logic in the world. But
Taylor Jones, newsreader extraordinaire. We're going to need to get your thoughts on this. Is it cheating? I mean, you just recently got engaged. If Will Paley there, so if he's having a bit of a scroll and it's someone.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think it depends on like obviously the intention behind it and like what kind of relationship you're in. Like at the moment, I'd be fine if I saw him having a bit of a scroll. If he's going through and like liking them all,
that's
you're
different.
kind of like,
That's different,
I don't know. But a bit of a scroll's okay. But in the past, when I've been like less secure in a relationship, I've seen them scrolling and I've just freaked out and like done the stalk and everything.
What about though, like not necessarily liking the photo, but going onto the profile and having a look at the profile?
What about going?
Ben, are you just asking
But
this?
sometimes what happens is the feed can lead you to. Like it's been put on your plate and then
But I feel like everyone can't, because don't you, like, again, very happy in my relationship, but I feel like I'll end up doing that.
Yeah,
because
of
you
course.
just get
Don't
curious.
pretend like
you'll
you're
be
not
like,
having a
you'll
look
be
at-
scrolling, and then because that's how you end up on like a friend of a friend's page, and you're like, oh, yeah, like they're good
Sometimes
looking.
it's not
I'm not
even-
going to message them.
Yeah,
but
it's not even like a sexy thing. You're just being a bit of a stalker.
just being a bit of a creep.
Yeah.
Just
on
'cause you
Em
can.
Radikowski's Insta.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Is looking at photos of other girls cheating? 13, 24, 10. Girls and guys. Keen to hear your thoughts on this one because it's definitely. I mean, it's definitely divided us a little bit.
Steph joins us now. Good morning, Steph.
Good morning.
What do you think? Looking at somebody else, looking at a girl in your feed, is that cheating or nah?
Not even close. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Not even if they start liking things.
Oh, what?
So that's where I would draw the line.
Are
though,
you
Steph.
in a relationship, Steph?
Yeah.
And so how would you feel if your partner was liking someone else's photos?
I wouldn't care if she liked things. That's the whole point of social media, I thought.
But what-
if they started
what if-
messaging and sent some nude pics, I'd be a little bit
I suppose,
uncomfortable with that.
what if we say it's a deep like? Like it's not like on the feed. It's
Yeah.
like you found that your partner's liked someone else's photo from like 2015 or something. Is that different?
I still wouldn't class it as cheating. I mean, I'd have to look it up to see that that's what they're doing anyway. And I'm not generally stalking what my partner's stalking, but no, that'd be like being attracted to someone at work and talking to them about work stuff, but not actually doing anything about it. That's not cheating.
Yeah, okay.
You sound like you're in a healthy relationship,
Yeah,
Steph.
I see what you're saying, Jay. What do you think? He's looking at photos of other girls cheating.
How are we, boys?
Good, mate.
Good. No, look, we all do it. We all have a bit of a gander. We all look our lips a little bit. And I just kind of go with, it doesn't matter where you get your appetite, as long as you eat at home.
Okay, yeah, that's an interesting way of putting it, Jay.
Jay, what does that mean?
I will also go on the record and say I do not lick my lips when I look at photos of I have had a gander in the past.
So wait, Jay, is it okay or is it not okay?
KFC. Sorry, boys. I thought we were talking about KFC.
Yeah, sorry,
Oh,
I get you.
Jay's saying it's okay.
Yeah, he's saying it's fine.
Is it fine, Jay?
No, yeah. As long as you eat at home.
As long as you eat at home.
You're really defending him, aren't you?
Just leave us boys alone, all right? Every now and then you're just going to just have a look what's in your food, all right?
Georgie joins us now. What do you reckon? Is liking another girl's photos or at least looking at them cheating?
No, not at all. Totally disagree. It's not cheating. No. We have eyes to look with, and as long as we don't try any garments on, we're fine.
I get you.
Everyone's
I
using
get
a lot
you,
of
Georgie. A lot of
analogies.
euphemisms. Don't try any garments on. Or like, as long as you eat at home. Yeah, I know. It's like it feels like the arguments that have happened before in the past.
Rick joins us now. Rick, mate, what do you reckon? Is it cheating?
Well, based on what you said earlier at the beginning when you said about doing a 360 and all that stuff, if you got to do a 360, you're always doing something wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe
Hang
you're
on,
right
what does that
there,
mean,
Rick.
though? Does that mean...
No, well, like if you're looking over your shoulder, then maybe you
Yeah.
know you're doing the wrong thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've got to make sure
Yep.
no one's watching, that's...
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
I get you,
Nah,
Rick.
Rick, great point, mate.
But hang on,
probably
you
got
guys
us there.
said before you have to do a 360, therefore
did
you
not
know it's
say
wrong.
that.
Yes, you did. You
I
said
never
you have to
said
do a
that.
Must have been
360.
cameraman Cam or something, man. I don't know. Not me. Not here. Tana is looking at another girl's photos cheating.
So for me, I think it's a bit of a mixed bag, and it depends on the context. So if I've added a bunch of guys from my gym and I'm scrolling through their Facebook pages or Instagram feeds or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, wow, look at this hot guy. He's super awesome. And my husband's right next to me. I think that's a little bit disrespectful. But if he's flicking through his Facebook page or we're walking down Rundle Mall or, whatever, and he just happens to notice an attractive lady, and I'm just like, probably thinking she's attractive too, because I have eyes as well, like the other lady was saying, as long as he's not being, rude about that or, offensive, then I think that's totally fine. Not cheating.
I reckon you've summed it up pretty well.
So for the guys, if it just falls into their lap, it's okay. But for the girls, if we go searching for it, it's not okay.
Look, it's the algorithm.
It's
so we're going to land on it
goes both ways, Belle. If you've got a hunky dude in your algorithm, you can look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the thing. Imagine like if your friend was crying, oh my god, they've cheated on me, and then like you come over and got the wine out.
Yeah.
Oh, so who was it? What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, he just saw this girl's photo in his feed, and it's over. The marriage is done, and they're going, it's the algorithm, like.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.